Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be another play session of the Mountaineer campaign. This time I've got Red Bull joining me as a guest. So,
What's up, EB Mentum?
the man, the myth, the legend, more renowned than Kotao. Incredible. I'm so thankful for you to be here. All right. So, we're going to be on Cook's countercharge for today. Population total is 86. Slight Union favor in terms of balancing, just by actually for all the spectators, they got about 3 to 4 people. Not terrible. Should be fairly even. I'll let you do the roll call on the Union side. Once you're done with that, I will run through the CSA.
All right. We have EB, led by Colt. We have West Virginia, 4th West Virginia, led by Lieutenant Colonel J Guy, and 1st MN LA Battery, led by 1st Lieutenant Canadian. CQB, led by 2nd Lieutenant Hayden. Apparently Corporal Falk is led by just leading himself in 52nd.
All right, that guy's a hero.
Captain Zach leading battery for the Union.
Nice, nice. All right, real quick, let's get through the CSA before there's a big battle. 5th Alabama, going to be led by Ned. We've got IVB, of course, being led by Complex. Turquoise is leading the 9th Corps. And MB, as always, is being led by Metal. So like I said, pretty even match. How do you think about the how this is going to turn out, this opening fight?
Uh, Union doesn't have the numbers.
You
Unless
think?
they can chop them down enough, but them wasting their ammunition right here, it's a tough spot.
And they are split up. It looks like they're
Oh,
very heavily split up. You know, for a defending team, they really are probably too split up. 4th West and Colt is off there on their own, combined with the guys in artillery. CSA does push it. I think you're right.
yep. Not that there's many guys in 4th West Virginia and EB, but it might be enough rifles to cause issues, because IVB and 15th AL are two pretty large units.
First initial contact. Looks like some of the CSA might have stalled out a little bit. Ned's getting his guys a little bit closer. If I was CSA, I would probably full send it at this point. You're on attack.
Oh yeah,
Easy wipe.
yeah. I don't know why Union has their flags out here on this side. I would probably safeguard them a little to the left, but it looks like Union might be trying to push them into a kill box. But they don't quite have numbers to kind of put them in a kill box.
I will say this is a very aggressive strategy from the CSA team to come up this far. Generally, at the start, I usually see people take the victory hill, or like, you know, whatever your name for it is. That's a nice place to hold because you can fall back if you need it, but they are far out. Can they even really
Yeah,
charge them, or would that be out of bounds for them? I forget.
they can charge them from here.
All
They can
right.
basically go all the way up to that road. That's
Okay.
about 200 yards behind them.
Some good shots by Union, dropping the flags. So far, tickets are actually, you know, defenders are losing a little bit of tickets. Not much in return. Think the Union has the better positioning just in terms of cover for most of their guys.
Well, I think it's getting different angles
That too.
on them as well.
Yeah.
Um, just kind of spacing out where CSA is shooting instead of concentrating, whereas all of Union's concentrated on this one spot, i.e. a kill box.
Charge left side by
Which,
CSA.
yeah. A kill box, I always use modern, if not World War II strat a little bit. First, get them in a kill box and just kind of fixate them while your men are free to move. But now, they completely reversed it by pushing out that flank. And Union's dropping tickets.
That is true. They did take a pretty heavy hit there. CSA is splitting up. Looks like they're trying to go maybe for artillery. The couple guys who are on artillery.
I
Probably
don't see.
they're over on the southeast side. They're just in the middle of the field. Rest of the Union team is kind of just crowd up in there right now.
It looks like they're winning
They are, I
number-wise on the
believe.
shootout, but
They're
they're only
doing pretty good.
they're only hiding in concealment. Concealment is not as great as cover. Not
No.
that this fence is much cover. But their flank's about to get exposed, though.
We'll see if Ned takes it or if he'll just keep going towards artillery. If he hooked it left and went north right now, he could really do something.
Well, looks like you have CQB reacting. Looks like everyone on Union is reacting.
Yeah, they're falling back a bit.
And they're gonna get pincered here.
Swing like a lamp.
Yep. Union organization just kind of collapsed. First MNLA and CQB don't see IBB coming in.
Ned's still going on the deep flank to the east. What do you think about taking cannons on this map? I think that was probably the right idea if they were able to push him back to the church. But as it is right now, I might actually swap back to infantry.
Generally, rule of thumb for officers on this map, arty's pretty useless. As soon as CSA gets past artillery, your entire battery's useless.
Pretty
Just
much,
easy
yeah.
tickets at this point. So rule of thumb usually for infantry is just never have an arty on this map. At least that's my rule of thumb. So Colt's saying pistols, boys. Is there more guys with pistols?
I don't think so.
Artie, keep it going. Artie, keep moving. Artie, keep getting the cannons out. Keep getting them out. We can't defend you here.
Tickets aren't terrible, but they're not great for Union.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much on schedule right now. They need to either start playing more distance or do something better if they don't want to get ticketed out.
Right.
Cannon shot seemed like it was probably all right. I didn't get a good glimpse at it. They probably want to be using canister, honestly, at this range. But they already know that.
Honestly, if Union can muster up,
It's nice.
nice shot.
Yeah, that was nice.
They can charge IVB at 9th, white 2 flags, leaving IVB pretty much, or 15th Alabama in the dust.
9th Corps is falling back off the fence. That's kind of curious because the rest of the CSA team is now kind of stranded. Just trying to get deflate cover. Yeah.
15th, listening to them, they're pulling back.
I forgot that they're even all the way out there. They went in real deep. Going on a road trip.
Yeah, they are.
Alright, have to sprint on me. Have to sprint on.
But looks like they're gonna hit this artillery unit. And this artillery unit doesn't even know what's happening.
Yeah, they'll get 10 tickets off of it. Not a bad bounty.
Possibly more.
Yep. I mean, honestly, if I was Union, I might countercharge these guys over on cannons. They'll use their loads already, and they're kind of separated out. But you have to worry about the other.
15th is there.
They should. I mean, if they have officers like around, they should. They probably knew they were charging in. I hope.
Well, no, 15th came all the way in from the back of Union lines, so basically came in from.
They came in
Union's
from
spawn.
the east southeast. Yeah, just kind of a flat field out there. Here comes both Colt and I'm gonna guess that's Ned again. Yep. I don't think Colt has the numbers to pull this off.
Yeah, especially without a flag. He got one. Cool. You're as clueless as I am.
I think the Union team needs to shift up their positioning quite a bit. All these guys over on the northwest need to probably move. Fourth West is in a decent spot, but they're not actively shooting anything, but they will be in a second.
Right. Honestly, EB's completely cut off. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I see
fourth
the
is
other
with them.
unit.
So, I mean, combined, they can probably just wipe out Ned. If they wipe him, if his flag that deep, that'd be a pretty good, you know, that'd be nice. But I don't know if they're going to make that commitment.
And it looks like EB does have their flag back, so this is a little bit more of a winnable fight for EB, 4th West Virginia.
Yeah, I think it's definitely doable. I think to take a cost to get that flag down is probably worth it. But like I said, I don't think they'll commit.
No.
Now, CSA has pretty good defilade cover against the Union team facing north, so it's going to start going in the favor of CSA pretty quickly here.
Yeah. This is always one of those things where the defender, they're kind of boxed up. Find 2 different areas. It's just not great for defenders to fight separate. They're better off unified.
15th Alabama's making it a little bit easier for the Union team to charge them if they want to charge. Now would be a good time to do it. They're overextended. They don't have solid cover. They're dropping like flies. I'd give the attack order.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of free tickets to farm here against 15th LA.
I'm just worried about this big old clump of course they don't know this probably, but Southwest, the big old clump of CSA, they can pretty much see the Union's like EB and 4th West Virginia's back over there. They've got a back flank on them. So if they don't start moving, they're gonna, yeah, here it comes.
Yep.
It's gonna get hit the inevitable. Oh shit, they're behind us. No one. Oh, this is so bad. This is like, you know. Okay, maybe they did see him. Okay, they did. Maybe not. Maybe they're just pulling back naturally. Not sure.
But
that's a lot of kills. That's a lot of dead. A lot of tickets.
A lot out of line in skirmish.
And Colt's holding the bushes. That's probably going to get that group there wiped because I don't think the other 2 groups are going to converge. CSA will still be, this battle will be over. Union favor, but CSA will get a lot more tickets.
Yeah, depending on how close the ending CSA units stay together.
They're doing pretty well. Last 4 guys took out about twice their number, it looked like. And that's the end of it. Did they get their flag? They kept their flag out. Honestly, I see that as a total win for them.
Yeah.
concerned. 29 minutes on the clock. Union is just about out of engaged. Ahead of schedule for the CSA team.
Yeah. Fifteenth Alabama might go for that flag. Where's that Union flag?
Spread out, gentlemen. Don't stand right next to each other. Reload behind some cover. We're in no
I don't
rush.
know.
Making good time. They're almost in taking losses.
If they wanted to, they could charge us.
I think maybe Union's charging out this small company, Ninth Corps over here.
I don't think they're gonna get there in time before.
They won't, but maybe they can wipe out this whole advancing force. If they get really lucky. Oh yeah, they turned and healed. Maybe not. Nah, this is bad for Union.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna get wiped out.
Yeah,
I mean,
got a little greedy.
it depends on how aggressive CSA wants to be about it.
Well,
So far, it's going Union favor from the looks of it, actually. Still, ticket-wise, though, that's not great.
yeah. So on this map, it's so hard to play as Union because you're at such a ticket disadvantage. CSA forcing melees on this map is ideal in close engagements. Union, you want to play super passive, but as soon as you start playing super passive, you're just gonna,
You get taken for a ride.
yeah. There is no good strategy for Union on this map unless CSA messes up. Which you should never just have the idea sit behind in the back of your head that CSA is going to mess up. Because it's almost impossible for CSA to mess up on this map.
Yeah, you can't ever rely on your opponent to make a mistake. It happens. It's fantastic, but
Yeah.
a lot of
But
these people play this game for a lot of time, so they won't make mistakes like that.
Yeah. Nice little RD shot. Killed maybe one or two guys.
I estimate Union will probably go into breaking by 18 minutes at the very least.
I'll give it 22 minutes.
Big battle coming up.
It's been almost 15 minutes and they're down two ticket stages.
I was being a little generous.
No.
I believe, though. I believe in them.
So do I.
Just fighting inside a bush right now. If CSA does charge, you are so fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, CSA. This is your moment. They are completely Union's completely inflated. I just heard the order that they're going back.
Yeah. Colt says he wants to turtle. It's not like you,
Yeah.
Colt.
On this map, you kind of have to though.
No, you do. Like, straight up. The only thing is, at this point, I feel like even if turtling, they have more than enough time to, get enough tickets, long distance shooting to just cap it out. Like, if I was CSA, I would just edge the point, half capture, and yeah, that was a nice can shot.
I wouldn't even edge. I would just shoot it out.
Great exodus by the Union team. I hope he's not actually just going into spawn, because that would be not good. Also, the cannon crews are just complete. Oh my god, there's so many tickets there. Holy shit. They're pretty much going to get the breaking just off of this.
Yeah. This is 30 5 tickets they've just lost. Because there's, what, 7 artillerymen? Yeah.
Yeah. They probably didn't even know. And they're probably like, where did everyone go?
Hey, you didn't kill me. You didn't kill me. You're not gay. You're not gay. If you kill me, you're gay.
Run, Josie.
I know. I'm watching that too.
Nice little
I was gonna say,
trade-off conversation they got going on there.
I guess Spurus is gay. Damn. Why'd you have to call yourself out on video like that, bro?
Hey, maybe this was his moment to come out, you know?
I'd recommend doing volleys.
Although,
Company check when ready.
I don't know.
I don't
I
even.
think Union Battery, instead of respawning at Battery, they join infantry or they just sit at Battery.
Yeah, I'd probably just swap over the rifles. Zach and another one of his guys are going out, and they're just gonna get killed, and that's gonna be 10 tickets
Yeah.
if they get caught.
Well, one's being chased right now, and it looks like it's Zach.
Aggro range of IVB. They got leashed back.
Run, Barnaby.
He run.
He's a runner. He could be a track star.
Yeah, that was at least a 400 meter. Pretty good. Yeah, honestly, I don't even think that Union could stop them from taking point if they wanted to. If they go to breaking, it's going to be capped before they even get there.
Yeah. Which, ideally, right before they go breaking. Sorry. It's probably best if Union lets them cap. They might be able to recap, but they'll need to hustle their bustle over it.
This is a nice canister. Panic canister shot by one of the cannon guys. You got 3 of them in a flag. See, Union already is behind them, but they are about to be taken care of unless they can somehow pull something out of their ass.
Yeah, no. The Union already is going to put them into breaking.
Yeah. And they're kind of edging cap, so they won't have much time.
Yeah. Respect for those units that just want to do arty, but this is one of those moments where maybe not.
Yeah, there's certain, like, I'm supposed to be the artillery commander for the 4th. Not that I've only done it once in an event, but there's a lot of maps where artillery just really isn't worth the trade-off. Do you want 5 less guys in a fight, or do you want... And the thing is, not every cannon crew is amazing. You know, if you land 1 in 5 shots, that might be good in pubs, but in an event, you got to pay your tickets off.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be hard.
Yep. These out of line tickets are going to cost you massively. Oh,
Double.
2 birds with 1 shot.
Saw that too. Yeah, double. Yeah, it's over.
It's a sad day for Union.
Honestly, kind of what I expected though.
Yeah.
And they're gonna
This
go
map's
breaking by probably 19.
maybe 18.
If it's 18, I was right.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah. I feel their headache, but this is Cook's countercharge. There's not much you can do about it.
True. Union artillery trying to go back. 71st PA's trying to get back to their guns. Stealth mission.
Don't do it. Don't do it, 71st.
They're sneaky.
Trying to be anyway.
And CSA's edging point. Probably going to try to draw out some Union, get the kills, get breaking, and it's over. Colt is saying let them edge,
Push up.
and I agree with him, but that is a temporary fix at best. You'd all have to just be crouched. Not,
Then you got a
it's over.
unit charging them.
Yeah, no,
so
it's over. Unless they somehow drop every one of these guys before they even get like one kill, it's over.
or at least a good majority.
Stay crouched.
Colt's getting them to stay crouched. Might get a couple kills in skirmish here. And they actually kind of did it, but they're literally maybe 1 out of line, 1 to 3 out of lines before going into breaking.
Yeah.
One suicide charge from CSA, it is over. And I was wrong. They didn't get capped at 18, but 17's close enough.
I mean, in all fairness, that was pretty smart because they can still see over these ledges, whereas CSA only has their heads to shoot at. So, Colt's plan actually kind of worked and saved him some time. But CSA is getting a little anxious.
Yeah, I think they can afford to be honestly. Like I said, that
Yeah.
Union can't defend against cap.
Yeah.
Like professionals. That's out of bounds for us. No, that's out of bounds.
If that's out, okay. Ned's saying that's out of bounds for them. If that's true,
All right, take it.
technically Colts or whoever's over there is not supposed to be there, but that's okay. Lightburn is supposed to be taking care of that tonight. So who the fuck is 4th RI Major Hazel?
They might fucked up. Let's see.
No idea.
Oh, they might.
But I assume it's
Stay crouched. Don't
the Hazel in here.
Huh? Ah, dang. Okay.
Yeah, they said I could spectate.
Close to. I've seen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I might be joining this thing. I don't know yet. I'm just spectating this to what it's like.
All right, no worries.
Hit a fire. Hit a pit of fire. We're not gonna charge them. The officer's down.
Looks like 71st finally made it through.
Too little, too late.
Unscathed, apparently. Even if they do get another shot off, they're just gonna get chased out again.
Honda's about to get shot. Yep.
Oh,
You stand on top of your cannon, you don't move. What do you expect to happen? If I got that on camera, you know how embarrassing it'd be? Your team went to breaking because you were just T-posing on a cannon.
yeah. That's rough.
Comes another suicide charge by IVB. This will do it.
No. Yeah.
I actually, he got dissolved. Never mind. That's the second attack wave that CSA has not done so well on when it comes to suicide charging.
Maintain fire, boys. Maintain fire. There we go. There we go.
It looks like CSA might be massing for a mass
Yo, we're gonna
charge.
die together.
Be hilarious if they
Ooh.
accidentally cap. Probably
Well,
not gonna
if
happen.
IVB wants to charge that battery unit out to put them into breaking, that'll do it.
Yeah, it will. It'll be over. Here they go.
Will they go through cap though?
They're just gonna straight up just meet wall it. Let's see.
Nah.
They've
They're
got to get
sending-
like 5, maybe maximum of 5 kills. And okay, they should be out of loads by now. So the second wave coming in from CSA should do it.
Yep.
Yep.
That'll do it.
It's over. Well fought. You guys held out for a good while, but if that is out of bounds, technically you guys broke the rules. And that's the worst thing on this planet, a rule breaker.
Blame light burn.
Yep, Lightburn, you dirty dog. It's going to bring an end to the first round. We'll look at the after action report, and then we'll go on to the second. Recording.